Did John Cena versus Roman Reigns live up to the hype? Why do I have a problem with the post-match? Find all the answers to those questions and more starting right now.
It's showtime, folks!
Alright, the WrestleMania Worthy main event match took place last night. John Cena versus Roman Reigns. It went down at WWE No Mercy. Many people are talking about it, and I'm not going to waste any more time. First, I'd like to ask you if you're a wrestling fan, if you like wrestling talk on a weekly basis, hit that like button on this video and feel free to hit that subscribe button for much, much more. So, let's get going. John Cena versus Roman Reigns. This match, it started out very slow. And it really kind of, a long, slow start can really kill a match. And the reason why it started off slow was because they let Roman Reigns take the lead for whatever reason. And normally, Roman Reigns in his matches, he's normally working the Hulk Hogan John Cena role, to which he takes a beat down and he comes back and gets his stuff in. They really went the wrong route here. They should have let John Cena take the lead, and maybe that would have made for a full match, fully great match. But they didn't. It started off slow. Once John Cena got into control, that's when it got crazy. That's when the fans started to wake up. What the problem that I had was the near pin falls. All of these near pin falls. I'm a person that believes there can never be too many near pin falls. It can get kind of repetitive at times, but the problems I do have is when one side takes a bunch of near pin falls and the other side doesn't. Look, John Cena hit about 50 attitude adjustments on Roman Reigns. Okay, it wasn't 50, but you get the point. And Roman Reigns kicks out of every one of them, even the Super AA. And they only really save that for, I think only AJ Styles is kicked out of that. And you get to the end of the match, and the crowd is on their feet. They're buzzing because of all the near pin falls. And Roman Reigns comes back, and he hits a Superman punch and one spear, and the match is over. Look, I can't get into John Cena hitting all of those moves and Roman Reigns kicking out and then one spear and it's over. I do not like that whatsoever. I mean, John Cena at least has to take a couple of near pin falls before he loses, but it is what it is. Excuse me. But in the end, in my preview show, I wanted this to be a no finish because I wanted to see this ended at a big pay-per-view. And with John Cena losing clean, that means I no longer have any desire to see this match at a big pay-per-view. I mean, because it's been decided right in the middle of the ring. They've really blown an opportunity, a huge opportunity to have a huge match at a huge pay-per-view. This once-in-a-lifetime dream match was settled at No Mercy. I mean, that just doesn't sit well with me. Could just be me, but it just doesn't sit well. So, at the end of the match, this is where I just started to shake my head. Okay, so the first thing we had was they really were going for Cena versus The Rock here. John Cena takes Roman Reigns' hand, raises his hand up, and, gives the signal that, here's the guy now. He's the guy. I'm leaving out. Here's the guy. And it really felt so forced. Just like when The Rock did it for John Cena, it felt so forced. Like somebody backstage told him to, look, this is the way you're going to hold up his hand and this is how you're going to do it. And look, I just hated every bit of it. So Roman Reigns goes out of the ring and here's John Cena in the ring. The music stops, and normally that's when the crowd has their moment with the wrestler that's in the ring. So we're having that moment. They're chanting, "Thank you, Cena." And I see people on Twitter saying, is John Cena retiring? And the first thing I thought was, are you kidding me? Do you really think that they're going to let John Cena go out and retire at No Mercy? And immediately after that, I'm thinking, okay, they just let John Cena have this moment. How many of these little John Cena is going away for a little while, but he's going to be back moments are we going to have at the end of these matches? We've been doing this. Think about this. We've been doing this since John Cena's first match with Brock Lesnar. When Brock Lesnar returned, John Cena grabbed the mic and said, I'm going to be going away for a little while and all of that. And he had a moment with the crowd. That was years ago. And we're still doing these little moments. And these moments are supposed to be saved for when somebody is retiring, when somebody is leaving the company, or when somebody is injured and they're going away. I mean, I understand the fans wanted to show some compassion and some gratefulness, and I don't have a big problem with that, but we're chanting thank you, Cena, because he's going away to make a movie. And I don't know about that one. That just doesn't sit well with me. That's just my opinion. He's just going away to make a movie. I mean, he came back and now he's leaving when, the big pay-per-views are done. He stayed for one more, but he's leaving in when football season comes around. This is basically WWE's off season. The stretch that we're about to come up on now until we roll back around the Royal Rumble and it's WrestleMania season. So John Cena is going to be back, and he's going to be back when the Royal Rumble hits around that time, and then he'll be back for WrestleMania. And I don't know. I'm kind of getting tired of it because he got on the rock so much for doing the same thing, and now he's doing it. But whatever, he's a fantastic wrestler. He's one of the hardest workers of all time in the greatest of his generation. It's just that we don't need to have a thank you Cena chant every time he goes away to make a movie. So in all, did this match live up to the hype? I don't think it did live up to the hype, in my opinion. We cannot confuse a great match with a really good closing stretch. What John Cena and Roman Reigns had was a really good closing stretch. They did not have a great match or a good match. So it didn't live up to the hype, and it was all thrown away on a B-level pay-per-view at No Mercy. But it's done now, and Roman Reigns is your victor, and it's looking like we're going to get Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. So be ready for that at WrestleMania. So that's the end for this video. Comment down below and tell me what you think.